What's going on, everyone? Happy Wednesday to everyone. Hopefully everyone is doing well and having a great day so far. Welcome to the Wednesday weather update for Wednesday, June 19th, 2024. If you're new to my channel, this is where we do the daily weather update on all things weather in the United States. We talk about severe weather, tropical systems, the heat. In the wintertime, we talk about winter storms. So subscribe down below if you want to stay informed with what's going on. Give this a thumbs up. Hit that notification bell, share these videos with anyone you know, and of course, leave your comments down below. Starting off today with the National Hazards Map, you can see that we do have excessive heat warnings and heat advisories that are up for portions of the Northeast. A tropical storm warning is up for portions of Texas, where there has already been some flooding. I am going to show you some photos of those flooding areas, and we do have some flooding that is ongoing this morning across portions of Kansas. And you can see here there are flash flood warnings and flood warnings up there, and there is an excessive heat watch that is now up for portions of California. Starting off with the radar picture, you can see here along the Texas coast, there is still some heavy rainfall that is going to continue throughout the day. That is going to work its way to the west. Taking a look at northern Texas and Oklahoma and Kansas, you do have some rain, some of it being heavy in that area as well. There are a few showers and thunderstorms across Michigan this morning and some showers across New York. The rest of the country is relatively quiet with just a few showers this morning across Central Florida, places like Orlando, Lakeland, and Tampa. You are going to see some showers today. Now moving on to the latest with our potential tropical cyclone, which is still in the Gulf of Mexico. It still could become Tropical Storm Alberto as it heads west. It says disturbance lumbering northwestward towards the coast of Mexico brings heavy rain, coastal flooding, and gusty winds to the coast of Texas and northeast Mexico through Thursday. Currently it is at 997 millibars, moving west-northwest at 8 miles per hour. Maximum sustained winds are 40 miles per hour. When we take a look at the forecast track for this, we can see that it is going to continue to head west. It may become named Alberto before landfall. That remains to be seen. Landfall will be very late tonight or first thing tomorrow morning on the Mexico coast. All right, take a look at this. Surfside Beach, Texas. Yes, this is on X. They actually tweeted this out themselves. They are already seeing some flooding from potential tropical cyclone 1. Check this out. Look at this. You see roadways are flooded. This is not a good thing that's going on here. And continuing on now, looking at the severe weather threat for today. First off, yesterday's severe weather, there were 3 tornadoes reported. Looks like they were in Kansas. There were 103 total wind reports, 2 of them being high wind reports, 41 hail reports, 3 of them being large hail reports, 147 reports total. You can see some of these wind reports were in places like New York, Ohio, Pennsylvania, and West Virginia. And now moving on to today's severe weather risk, you can see everything is just marginal today at this point. Marginal for the Northeast, back through the Ohio Valley. Marginal northwest of Chicago from Wisconsin, Illinois to Iowa, portions of Missouri. Marginal in Texas, and another marginal area back across New Mexico, Colorado, Oklahoma, and southwest Kansas. When we move to the day 2 time frame, we can see here that everything is marginal except for the Northeast. There will be a front. It'll act like a backdoor front almost. And there could be some strong to severe thunderstorms. No threat of tornadoes with that, although there is a 2% tornado area across portions of Nebraska for tomorrow. And there is a wind threat in this area as well. And there's also a wind threat in the Northeast, which is 15%. And going back to day 1 for a second, I do want to bring something to your attention. With potential tropical cyclone 1, there could be a few spin-ups, maybe a water spout or 2, which is why there is a 2% area for tornadoes there today. Now taking a look at the 12Z HRRR model, which will give us an idea of what's going to happen today and also tomorrow as well. And we can see here, heavy showers and thunderstorms will continue with potential tropical cyclone 1, more so areas of heavy rain, but you can see some of these reds that come in between. That's where you could see 1 or 2 of those spin-ups. And you can see not much in the way of activity elsewhere today. Across portions of Kansas on up through to northern Missouri and portions of Iowa, you do get some showers and thunderstorms. An isolated storm could go severe New Mexico, you do get a couple storms today, and just a few showers and thunderstorms this evening across portions of the Northeast. And as we advance into tomorrow, take a look at this. That heavy rainfall from potential tropical cyclone 1, or what could become Alberto, does move into Mexico. Still a few showers and thunderstorms left in Texas. Just a couple isolated showers and thunderstorms in Florida tomorrow. And when we take a look up here, South Dakota, you do see that there are some shower and thunderstorm activity. And that could become heavy, and there could be an isolated flash flooding threat tomorrow night into Friday morning. You can see here, very heavy rain gets going with this, and some of this could be isolated severe cells as well. So that's something we will have to watch tomorrow night. That definitely could be slight risk worthy if the HER model is correctly. But as you can see here, that does eventually shift to the northeast into Minnesota, and eventually it would shift into Wisconsin as well. Now moving on to the Weather Prediction Center for today, where we do see for threats of excessive rainfall, it's a moderate risk in southern Texas. More flooding is expected from rainfall itself. Plus, there is the threat of coastal flooding still as well, but that's not what this product is for. This is for the threat of excessive rainfall, which does include flash flooding. Taking a look at New Mexico, Texas, through Oklahoma, and portions of Kansas, there is a slight risk of excessive rainfall there today. Taking a look at the Day 2 threat, we can see there continues to be a slight risk of excessive rainfall across southwest Texas and portions of New Mexico. There is also a slight risk across the northern plains and upper Midwest, and then a marginal risk in northern Pennsylvania and western New York, and a marginal risk across portions of Colorado, Utah, New Mexico, and extreme northeast Arizona. And then Day 3, yes, there is another upper Midwest slight risk, and another slight risk in the Four Corners region, as well as just a marginal risk in the Northeast. Days 1 through 7 precipitation, we can see that heavy rainfall is expected to continue in Texas. We can see here, and general 2 to 4 inches of rain with locally 5+ inches of rain in southern Texas. But if you're in a place like Dallas, look at this. You hardly get anything. You're not going to get much of anything at all. You can see it is dry there. California, West Coast, bone dry. Not good for the wildfire situation. Your wildfire situation is going to continue, and if anything, it may get worse as you're not expecting any rainfall. Heavy rainfall is expected. You saw this. Multiple rounds of heavier rainfall is anticipated across the upper Midwest and portions of the plains, South Dakota through to Minnesota, Wisconsin. Looks like you're going to be the heaviest spot, and there will be some rain chances from thunderstorms in the Northeast as well. All right, taking a look at the Weather Prediction Center. Heat, it's going to continue. Wind today through Saturday, and then again Sunday and Monday. Look at this. A lot of areas are still going to be at least moderate to major with isolated extreme continuing, but the real portion that we're concerned about is right now through Saturday in the Northeast. After that, it will improve. You're going to see that backdoor cold front tomorrow. That's going to help a little bit. It's not going to completely solve the problem until the weekend for you. And then, of course, places from New York City on south, you may not improve until sometime next week as we have to wait for another front. Taking a look at the GFS today, this is the 6Z run that came in this morning. You can see here's that backdoor cold front. And let me back this up a little bit. There it is on Thursday evening. Here it is again on Friday. Could be some showers and thunderstorms for New York City on Friday. And that could make its way maybe down to Philadelphia late Friday night. Then we have this next system that gets going in the plains and Midwest. And yet again, heavy rainfall threat with that as well. Your ground's starting to get saturated now. So it's not going to take much for you to get much in the way of flash flooding. And take a look on the West Coast. As noted, bone dry there. This system in the Great Lakes we will have to watch. That is going to become a cold front. And Sunday into Monday, there could definitely be a continued threat for severe weather, which I have been talking about for several days now, and I'm starting to get more impressed with this. I think it'll at least be slight risk worthy from the Storm Prediction Center, and there is potential it could be slow moving and hang on into Monday a little bit. Not only does the GFS show that, the European does show it as well. Behind that time frame, we have to keep an eye here. The ridge, while it's going to get pushed down south a little bit, there's going to be a little bit pushed to the west, and it's going to try and build again. Well, on the downsloping of that ridge, you could get a few thunderstorm threats. Maybe it turns into organized threats for a mesoscale convective system. You can see that here. Take a look at this as we're heading into Tuesday evening. That is definitely a mesoscale convective system. across the Ohio Valley. It does push into West Virginia before eventually fizzling as it heads down to the Carolinas, because you really lose the heating of the day. And who knows, there could be multiple instances of this happening next week. And you can see the GFS is now saying things will be a little bit quieter in the Gulf of Mexico. There'll still be showers and thunderstorms along the Gulf Coast, but what you are not seeing is another tropical cyclone at this time. Taking a look at the European model real quickly, and we can see the European has that rain in Texas pushing west. Then it does show that next system starting to form as we head into the weekend. Here's the boundary in the northeast. Boundary back to a cold front. All depends on how much it pushes southeast, and it's really going to struggle to do so. It's probably going to take most of the weekend. Now that area of low pressure gets going over the Great Lakes Saturday night into Sunday, and this becomes the thunderstorm threat for the northeast on Sunday night and again on Monday. You can see here, it doesn't move all that fast. It's a slow moving system. So with it being slow like that and dew points being so high, there could be a few cases of training segments or maybe some flash flooding does set up. And you can see behind that, you get a brief break in the northeast, but at the end of the European model, look at this. And I'm going to show you temperatures. Once again, temperatures are starting to heat back up. Yes, back to the 90s once again. So, the breakdown, what we're expecting. Rain is going to continue today across portions of Texas. Showers and thunderstorms in the upper Midwest. Showers and thunderstorms possible today across the Northeast. Better chance tomorrow. Few of them could be severe. Dry in the west. The heat's going to continue right on through the weekend. Some relief north of Pennsylvania, but anywhere south of there, you're not looking until at least Sunday or Monday. With those showers and thunderstorms Sunday and Monday, that could limit the temperatures, but the humidity will still be high. Middle of next week, there will be another break before late next week. Look what happens here. You see, once again, things do heat up. Look at this. Wow. The European is showing temperatures around 100 or 100 plus in the Carolinas late next week. Alrighty, folks, that does it for the Wednesday weather update. We will have another weather update again tomorrow. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Want to see more content like this? Subscribe down below. Share these videos with anyone you know, and leave your comments down below. And don't forget to hit that notification bell. You'll know when I do my daily update. Next update will be in the afternoon time frame tomorrow. If need be, we'll pop in with a YouTube short this afternoon updating on severe weather, or if potential tropical cyclone 1 gets named Alberto. See you all again next time. Have a great afternoon. Thanks for watching.